So this is a pre-tension load to the side part of the shoulder. What you're going to need is a wall that you can grab on or a door frame. I'm going to actually use this rig for demonstration purposes. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your elbow is straight. You want to make sure your palm is facing towards you. Make sure that your bicep is pointing upward. Then what I'm going to do is bring the straightened arm across my body. I'm going to grab onto the rig or to the door frame. Just like that until I feel an increase of tension into this tissue. First thing I'm going to do is while I'm holding that position, I'm going to lower my body down or raise my body up and try to see if I feel an increase of tension. So I'm just bending my knees. And then I actually feel an increase of tension when I'm slightly squatted into this position, so I'm going to hold that there. From that position, I'm going to rotate my torso, turning one direction or rotating the opposite way. All the while, I'm still in the squat position. I actually feel more tension when I'm rotating towards this direction, so I'm going to hold that position. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to side bend my body. So I'm going to lower my right shoulder down towards my right hip or go the opposite direction, lowering this shoulder down towards that hip. I actually feel more tension when I'm side bending this way, so I'm going to hold that position. So what I've done so far is I've rotated my body and I've side bent my body. So I'm going to hold that position. And then from there, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my head as a driver. So I'm going to turn my head this direction or this direction, trying to see where I feel an increase of tension. I feel more tension through this target tissue when I turn my head this way, so I'm going to hold that position. Last thing I'm going to do with my head is I'm going to nod up or down, trying to see if I feel an increase of tension. And I actually do when I look down, so I'm going to hold that position. Okay, last driver is you're going to use the opposite hand. I'm going to use this hand. I'm going to touch my hip, my body, or my shoulder, trying to see where I feel an increase of tension in this target tissue. So I'm going to start here and go up. I actually feel more when I'm going down towards my hip. So I'm going to try to reach that, hold that tension. I should feel it there. And then I'll back off slightly and I'll do the exact same thing. Reach out a little bit more, relax, and then one more time trying to go further than the previous attempt.